At noon the following day, Dan was awakened by a ringing telephone. It was his boss. Liz and Dan hadn't shown up at the paper that day, and he was, how can I put it, pretty angry.
I won't tolerate another screw-up. You hear me,
Mr. Murray? You know, you don't understand it.
If the story about last night's award ceremony doesn't make the
Sunday edition, you and Miss O'Lear are going to be in hot water. Get clear, Murray?
Very, very hot water, he screamed down the phone. Reluctantly, Dan went back to Fitzrandolph's mansion. Edgar told him that Liz had been seen going into the storeroom, where she evidently was no longer. Finding out what had happened to his beloved colleague was not going to be that easy.
Beloved? My foot. Los Angeles Stadium, Friday night. Manny Brown, Rico Sandretti. That's what counts. I have one at home just like it. I always sleep on it, except when I have, company. 5-second rest period and I'm back on the court. This sports business is really tiring. Why, I've carried bundles like those, and even bigger ones. But, step by step, I've managed to get to where I am today. Whoa, these are yesterday's news. Must be from some movie. That makes it downright cozy in here. Doesn't this belong to that lunatic? Not that I pay attention to what she wears. Let's hope I don't find more of her clothes lying around here. But what's it to me? Psychedelic. MKO pansies. Ha! It seems like Willie has some enemies. What am I going to do, erase it with my tongue? I'll pass. He has the slowest hangovers in all of Mexico. If I try and wake him up, he'll only fake being asleep. He owes me money. That belongs to the chupacabras. He never plays it in public. Oh, it's Robo-Pain's workshop. What's this? One of the chupacabra's claws. And I thought they were natural. Every time I turn around, he dies on me. They're in there cleaning up after the party, or something like that. And the robots aren't letting anyone in. Plus, Willie might be in there, and he'd invite me to stay for lunch or something, and that would bog me down. My editor lent it to me. It's his wife's. His is in the repair shop because... He lent it to me because mine has been in a slight accident. Some people never learn. It was in the trunk. I always carry it in the car. It doesn't matter in which car. Attaboy. Heyo, Tabby. Attaboy, attaboy. No, I didn't bring you any caviar today, you glutton. Aya, go lay down. I haven't seen him since he was Tabby the Second. Could he have a genetic memory? Why not? I know that this makes no sense, but this is my chance to use a bat. Ayo, Tabby! Ayo, buddy. I've got a job for you. Attaboy, Tabby, attaboy. That's a long way down. Ayo, Wacko! You need a man's hand? Yeah. If she's in there, it's up to me to get her out. According to Tabby, Liz is down there. It's too far. How would I get back up? His first name is Elmer, Edward, Ethan, Kaidanovsky. Ayo, Kaidanovsky.
Back, you bloody earthling, or I'll vaporize you with my hypergalactic laser.
Are you stupid or what?
What a guy. But don't call me by my last name. I'm Edgar to my friends.
Fascinating.
Anyway, have you found out anything about our mutual friend?
Mutual? You're mistaken there. But tell me, why are you dressed like an idiot?
I'm the new Vulcan Flash.
Good for you. And who is this idiot?
Don't pretend. Everyone knows who Vulcan Flash is.
I am not everyone.
Well, except for an Amundsen. There, he is called Brettyice Jimenez. They censored the original name because if you substitute an H for the V, a J for the U, an O for the F, an M for the C, and you say it backwards, you get a really bad word.
I love the graffiti.
Well, Mr. Fitzrandolph doesn't. That's why my job is to clean it off.
MKO Pansies, what's that about?
A new direction for MKO. Fitzrandolph wants to get out of the horror business and dedicate himself to family films.
Is Willie around?
He was at the mansion, but he asked them to get the Zeppelin ready. Maybe he's already there.
This is starting to bore me. Let's move on. Aya, Alice.
Yeah, Dan.
Fascinating. Oh, if I really gave it my all, I could, but behind it has the mother of all knots. I don't know what I wanted for, but when you come from a neighborhood like mine, that's never the right question to ask. Will this hold if I tie it?
Count me in. What do I do? I'm your girl.
Help me hide Big Al inside.
In the sarcophagus?
Yes. It'll save us time. Now let's get out of here, or... If you try it, you can consider yourselves toast. Your two-bit invisibility tricks won't work with me, Material Man. You and the lovely Miss Alaire shall be escorted to your new quarters by my assistant.
I can escort myself.
Chloroform.
I know who you are. Do you think you're better than a refer... Sure. Hey.
Now that he knew what had happened to Liz, Dan would only be able to find her by going after Big Albert. The sarcophagus, said Edgar. They took it to the Temple of Eternal Illusion. Now we're really in trouble, replied Dan. The Temple of Eternal Illusion. Headquarters of the famous sorceress known as High Priestess Chrome-Ha. It was completely impenetrable. Whoever entered was observed and analyzed by a scanner, which detected any sign of cerebral activity, and once inside, it was filled with deadly traps out of which no one had ever escaped. The game was becoming increasingly difficult, but Dan had come too far. Plus, his feelings for Liz were becoming more intense all the time.
That ninny. Thanks to her, I'm going to be on the ropes again. If she's lost those tickets... At last, they opened it.
I'll help you construct it, erect it, put together in any weather.
Scientifically impossible.
I'm going to die anyhow.
Morally reprehensible.
But what about poetry, beauty, purity, and artistry?
Economically inviolable.
Well, I'll get into one of these.
I won't discuss it. You won't fit, poet.
You won't fit, you won't fit, you won't fit.
Whoa, take it easy, Gargantua.
Come on. Hey-o, Dan Murray.
Guilty as charged. And you, Half-Pint?
What a guy. Professor Fly, at your service.
Good. And that idiot outside? What's with him?
The poet? He wants me to build him a custom-made teletransporter booth.
Tell a what?
Oh, a neophyte. Let me show you. Two booths. The foolhardy volunteer gets into one of them.
Yes.
And instantly appears in the other.
Does the duck get frequent flyer miles?
Interesting.
Dan understood the great potential in that magnificent invention for furthering his plans, and he made it known to Professor Fly.
Not bad. Have you got a volunteer, Half-Pint? Apart from the rubber ducky?
Oh, I wish the poet wanted to, but I won't even discuss it.
Well, now you have one. Let's get on with it.
Oh, that would be morally reprehensible. The teletransporter is still in the Zeta stage. It's randomly lethal, lethally random, especially for the liver. It is for that reason that I only accept volunteers that meet 3 requirements.
1, said Fly, they have to be completely expendable to society. 2, their life expectancy must be less than 1 year, 2 months, 9 days, and 37 minutes. 3, they must pass my psychological test for the purpose of accrediting psychic devastation to the utmost degree.
Are you sure? That's experimentally demonstrably experimental. Do you see that machine in the corner?
Better than you. I don't have bug eyes.
What a guy. But it's true. I can't see all that well because I lost my glasses yesterday. So the machine is called a life-o-meter. It uses the breath to determine the subject's total remaining life expectancy down to the minute.
How much time until he kicks the bucket, right?
Definitively positive. Positively definitive.
What do I have to do for you to consider me socially expendable?
I won't discuss it. You work at the Quill. You're a sports journalism genius.
Back up to the ceiling, half pint.
What a guy.
Strange. Let's see, how many decades do I have left?
Years, 5 months, 6 days, 12 hours, 9.
5 years, 6 months, 12 days, 9 hours. Revolting machine. And the worst thing is that I'd have to have less than 2 years left to live for Fly to accept me to be his volunteer. A little screen. You shouldn't leave these things all over the floor.
Murray, careful walking there. Don't step on my camera.
I'm on top of everything. Listen up. I'm going to be the volunteer for what? You're burning your own hand?
Pain inspires me. A new verse, a fresh new verse. An infernal sun scorches my skin. Implacable, two-faced, cruel.
Want me to break your face? It's no trouble.
No, very trite. It doesn't inspire me. New pains for new verses. Give me novelty.
Good. You stay right here. You're going to go nuts over this. My boss says that if anything happens to it, I'm fired. If I destroy the boss's wife's car and I let him know it was me, he'll fire me. But then Fly would accept me as a volunteer, and I'd be closer to finding Liz and the story I need to keep from getting fired, which at that point wouldn't do me any good. So, left jab, I go about my business, invent a story, and keep my job. It wouldn't be the first time. Right jab, I get myself fired and I start looking for a half-witted, insufferable daddy's girl, and Los Angeles Stadium, Friday night. Manny Brown, Rico Sandretti. That's all that matters. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I went too far. Ugh. People lose all kinds of stuff at parties. Well, what do you know? It's that idiot Mr. Death's soul extractor. Ah, yes. He was at the party, dying of hiccups, dancing without a partner. What a life. Do I look like a photographer of... Wait a minute. Hey, buddy!
Murray! You got a form for execution by firing squad?
Well, I don't know, but I'll check.
Bring me a termination letter!
So, what do you think?
It's uniquely unthinkable. Unthinkably unique.
Dan Murray is socially expendable. said Fly.
Tobby must have dropped this. These pets expire so quickly nowadays. Poor Tobby. Every winter, the same story. Ayo, poet.
Poet, poet, poet.
Aya.
Hey, hey, hey.
Tobby dies every autumn and is reborn every spring. I've got nothing to lose.
Years, 0 months, 0 days, 19 hours, 3.
I know. Pretty impressive, huh?
19 days left to live. Poor guy.
That's what I call a minimum life expectancy, said Fly.
Calm down. As long as I make it to the fight on Friday, everything's fine.
What a guy.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
A razor. You grab it and you slice here, there, freeform, wherever you want to.
I never repeat myself. I never repeat myself. I never repeat, I repeat.
You're not saying you've already cut yourself with a razor here and there, freeform, wherever you feel like it?
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
Shoot. He's going to go nuts over this. So, a new verse?
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, share it.
My ear, by 1,000 bees, mortally wounded, bursts joyfully.
What a verse, my friend. What a verse.
Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
A bat. I'm going to break your face and...
I never repeat myself. I never repeat myself.
You don't say. You've already had your face bashed in with a bat.
Novelty,
Shoot. Charangote. This is a kit for making margaritas. But the salt shaker shaped like a cactus is kind of funny. I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
Lemon and salt. So, a new verse?
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, share it.
Like a ravenous zombie, my right eye devours my brain.
What a verse, my friend. What a verse.
Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, friend.
I've got something that might inspire you.
Novelty, novelty. Give me novelty.
Come on, extract your soul. See if that hurts. So, a new verse?
I'm inspired. It's coming to me. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Well, shit.
And you think that doesn't hurt? I've lost a molar.
What a verse, my friend. What a verse. The verses he tosses off reek of psychic devastation. Ayo, poet.
Give me novelty.
Recite one of these verses of yours that are so painful.
One? Which?
The one inspired by the burning yourself with the magnifying glass.
An infernal sun scorches my skin. Implacable, two-faced, cruel.
The one you recited when I scratched the blackboard.
My ear, by 1,000 bees, mortally wounded, bursts joyfully.
The one that you thought up when they yanked out your molar.
And you think that doesn't hurt? I've lost a molar.
The one that was brought out by your unique way of using salt and lemon.
Like a ravenous zombie, my right eye devours my brain.
I've changed my mind. Keep your poetry. Aya.
Aya, aya, aya.
I'm coming! Everything okay?
Let's get to the psychic devastation test. What do you want to bet I beat the record?
Let's get to work. They're just 4 little ink blots. What do you see there?
A hellish sun scorches my skin. Implacable, two-faced, cruel.
Great answer. Come on, you've only got 3 left. What do you see there?
My eardrum, by 1,000 bees, mortally wounded, buzzing, thunderously ruptures.
Great answer. You still have 2 left. What do you see there?
A ravenous zombie, my right eye devouring my brain.
Great answer. Let's see how you do on the last one. What do you see there?
How is that not supposed to hurt? I've lost a molar.
Great answer, and congratulations,
said Fly. You're so absolutely morally dissipated that you passed the test. But don't go overboard. I could still fail you.
So then, I've got everything right?
You've passed the test. Society considers you expendable. In no time at all, you'll be kicking the bucket.
Dan Murray, you're the perfect volunteer. Good. Let's get to it, replied Dan.
Well, here we go.
Since the booths were working, Dan's next step was clear. he had to send one of them to the residence of the High Priestess Chrome-Ha.
I'm coming! Everything okay?
Teletransporting yourself 5 meters is for amateurs.
That's probably true and truly probable. What do you suggest? I can't leave a booth just lying around.
The storeroom at the mansion. I have access to it. It'll be safe.
That's good, but it's heavy.
You're speaking to Dan Murray. Relax. I'll distract the dynamic Uno. You get in, leave the booth, and get out of there. You got it?
Assimilated and comprehended.
What are you waiting for?
Impossible, Dan. I cannot remove the tattoo on the chupacabras.
Well, and this one, it's smaller.
No, not small, not large, not...
Showtime. Well, here I am. So now what? The poet carried it here by himself. Now that's brute strength. I'm going to have to teletransport myself 2 more times today. Man shouldn't abuse technology. I bet that they're octopus herrings. I've got an idea. I'll paint it like a sarcophagus. But, I'll never get it right. It'll never work. Impossible. Well, what do you know? From what I understand, if the scanner at the Temple of Eternal Illusion detects cerebral activity, it will search the package. I'll wait to transport myself until the booth is in the Temple of Eternal Illusion. So... Hey, Space Cadet!
Back, Earthling!
There's a sarcophagus in the storeroom.
No way. I already told you that they took it away before, Earthling.
And I say that with those glasses, you can't see a thing.
Seriously?
Seriously, not one thing.
No. Now, about the sarcophagus.
Seriously, you're already calling. Let them come pick it up.
Take it easy, be careful. And don't you dare scratch my balls there.
Good. Eleonoro says it will take some time to get the booth to the temple. I'll take advantage of the time and get ready for the next big round.